Welcome back, wise ones. Coming at you today with episode 11 of the Epirus campaign. Really excited. I think this is going to be a solid episode where we should hopefully solidify our positions on the islands here of Corsica, Sardinia, as well as hopefully let Alexander cross over to Sicily and take over Syracuse. Looks like I was looking back at the footage from episode 10 and I realized that Carthage is actually reeling quite a bit. They have their capital is besieged by Massalia, and then the Massaili, rather. I don't know why I called them Massalia. I'm confused with the northern factions, but no, the Massaili. So a North African tribe is coming over to try to take them out, and we kind of can't have that. We'll definitely have to go to. It makes it easier to go to war with them, though, eventually. And then Cyrenaica has taken over much of North Africa, and I wonder how much of Egypt they've taken over as well. Luckily, it doesn't look like they've taken over all of Egypt. So plenty of fighting soon enough for us. But without further ado, though, I do believe we need to end this turn and get going on with our campaign here. Last episode saw us really stick it to the Romans. I know I said the Carthaginians are reeling, but the Romans are probably on their last leg as well. Plus, we're raising that army with Yabusi. You see him there in Apollonia at the top of the screen on your left there. Hopefully, we'll be able to start making some conquests against the Illyrians before non-aggression. Realistically, it'd be fine to take a non-aggression pact, but I'm going to stick with the philosophy that I've had, and I've kind of, I might sound like a broken record at this point. No, oh, nice. Hellenis coming of age, big time for us. We'll try to make sure he gets married off as soon as possible. Rounding off my point, though, we've been trying not to get into too many agreements with the Eastern factions for a variety of reasons. One of them mainly being this political aspect where our boys here, Yabusi's party, hates Easterners. And I know the Pergameme isn't, Pergamon, aka Pergameme, isn't actually a Eastern faction. They're a Hellenistic faction, but still can't, rather be safe than sorry. We're going to go ahead and we're going to recruit up just a few levy pikemen. That'll be more than enough to hold this against the Legio Italica. Probably should do something similar here, or we just, take a couple pikemen to have kind of a mobile, call it like a mobile garrison. Because we just need to hold choke points at this stage of the game. Rome is going to be defended really well. Neapolis, on the other hand, not as well, but we still get plenty of archers and stuff like that. So I'm not necessarily worried as much about this theater. I want to really start getting after it down here in this theater. So it looks like Alexander can take, it looks like we can march on Syracuse. So we're going to go ahead and do that first, though. We're going to upgrade. Looks like we got to upgrade our champion. We also, I can't neglect the building either. With Syracuse going here, we're actually going to probably install the grain pits here just for the extra replenishment. I know you guys know I love doing that. So we're going to go ahead and keep that in mind. And let's go take, wow. All right, now we actually have a big dilemma on the hands here. I could subjugate Syracuse, or is this subjugate Rome? Wow, we could subjugate the Roman. I think this might be subjugate the Romans because it's not liberate. Liberate would be, do I have an option to liberate? No, I don't. Wow, we could subjugate the Romans. That would honestly be really cool. But since Syracuse, I really only think it's cool if we subjugate peoples that have their like that we subjugate their capitals, like we did with Sparta. Not as big a fan of subjugating Rome from Syracuse. I don't like that. It'd be better to be if we did it with Syracuse. If I'm wrong in the comments, by the way, if this subjugate would have made Syracuse come alive, let me know in the comments below. Instead, we're just going to take over. Let's go ahead and tear these buildings down, actually. We're just going to take over, probably build some farms here, maybe something like that. Love this food building here. I wonder if we can attack the Roman army here. Just try to put just no reason to leave any of these boys alive here. So we're going to go ahead and just hold regular stance. And honestly, at this point, might as well just get the wealth of releasing the captives. Rome, we're already turning the screws with Rome. Before we know it, they're going to be completely SOL with because they have no more food. Probably want to build the military building in Carolus sooner than later, but at the moment, I don't think we need to do that. I might hold on to some cash or some cash just because we're gonna have to build up some army. One thing I do want to do actually though is I want to bring Yabussi down into the Peloponnese because we can levy units from Sparta, and I want to see if we could levy up some. We can levy up some Gorgo skirmishers. Sure, next turn it should be different. I want to see if we can maybe levy up some Spartan hoplites. That would be really cool as we use this army to then march up. And it looks like the Dorsi or Deorsi have a sizable army here, so it should hopefully be some pretty good competition. We don't want to just steamroll everything, but we're at a stage now in the campaign where I feel pretty confident about the armies we have, so we're at a good point with we're at a good point. And oh man, the fact that Carthage lost Carthago, it's really annoying. I know there are mods, I know there's mods where you could turn them on where it like ensures major factions and stuff like that, but the only mod I have turned on is the 4 turns. The 4 turns per year mod that you see down here in the bottom right. But looking at it, we have some extra cash. And let's finally go ahead and build the theater in Athens. I looked back, I was rewatching some videos. I've been talking about it for so long. We are going to rebuild the theater. Next turn, we'll show some love to Magna Graecia. And this might be Carthage's last city, but we will see. Next turn I might need to secure some loyalties. Okay. Oh, Rome is trying hard. We're gonna go ahead and move that one army over just to have some support there, because that's probably Rome's last hurrah. I'd prefer not to have them get in behind at Neapolis. Neapolis has been a hell of a...
As all the gods look down on us, they too must wonder why we are not firmer allies and friends.
Realistically, we'll take the... Last turn I thought about it. I'm going to take the Marseille boys as allies for us. I just think that that'd be good. I'm actually happy here also that I kept... Oh, this is big. The Odrysian kingdom forged an alliance with the Diors. Jesus, Mitch, say it right. The Dorsi, and that's who we wanted to attack. I'm liking the way that this is shaping up. I really am liking the way that that's shaping up, because we'll have a buffer here where the Odrysians can't get to us. Oh, wait, actually, no. I wanted to check that out. Are the Macedonians... Oh, no, the Macedonians are back at war with the Odrysians. I thought for a second that they were... it looked like for a second they were client states of these guys. But we need... Looking at this more and more, we need to get to the Macedonians' aid ASAP. Let's see if we can levy. Yes, we can levy the Spartan hoplites. That's so sick. Oh, that is so exciting. I'm really happy that we were able to snag some of these guys. And they look like there are troops too. That's so cool. Hopefully we can snag another one next turn. Realistically, I should also be taking some Cretan archers from down here. The mercenary veterans are also really solid value, but we're going to need to get back into our territory to recruit some. I'm going to go 1 more citizen, 2 more Thessalian, then a couple more Tarentine, but we can just recruit those on our own land. Next turn, it'd be nice if for next turn we could snag another unit of Spartans, but actually I wonder if I move up here, can I recruit? Oh, I can. Perfect. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put my plan into action after we get Syracuse squared away. So let's go ahead and we have a temple already. Let's drop food, and let's drop a pit mine. That'll really help us out. I know we have plenty of food. You might be wondering, why does he keep doing this? But I really like having the growth in the provinces and the unit replenishment. That is huge for us. Personally, that's what I think. And so now we have some good coin to go ahead, recruit a couple Tarentines, grab a citizen, and grab a couple. Yes, cool. How many? Okay. Yeah, we'll grab we'll have the cavalry component of this army sorted. Then we'll start marching up. We'll march back down, see if we could snag another hoplite next turn. Probably can't. That's okay. If that's the case, we're going to grab a mercenary veteran hoplite. We'll hop back over the Isthmus of Corinth, recruit the pikemen, and get on our way, because I really think Macedon is going to be hard pressed out the wazoo. Something else I noticed is I left our queen, our spy here. Let's get her on land. and get her discovering some other factions, as well as giving us some details about what's going on with the successor kingdoms over here. Looks like the Galatians might be the victors so far of that, and historically not inaccurate, I should say. The Galatians were a really big nuisance. And while we're here, Brundisium. Man, I could do. We'll go with the. How's the public order? We need some public order here. We'll go with the. aqueducts. The Galatians were a really big scourge around this time for Pyrrhus up in Macedonia. They controlled Macedonia for a little while, as well as Asia Minor and Greece. It took a lot of effort to get them off the backs of of those Hellenistic kingdoms. That was a little side rant here. So I'm looking down in Neapolis. And I'm thinking about this more and more. And next turn, the Romans are absolutely going to attack us here. I get one pikeman. As much as I want to build up Yabusi's army, I think I'm going to scale back on what we're recruiting, because I'm going to snag some mercenaries here probably. I'm gonna have to do something up here where we have good enough units to defend against the Romans. That really sucks, because I wonder how fast... Let's just take him out. That's not good. I wonder how fast we can get Alexander back into this area. It won't take long, which is good. So I'll go ahead and try to put up... I'm going to try to put up a valiant defense of... honestly... Oh, man. Let's see how many... I'm going to try to grab... Let's go ahead and put our general in here. Let's try to grab some spearmen and a couple hoplites. The biggest issue, of course, is that the skirmishers, it's the skirmisher disadvantage. But I think that this should be okay. Tell you the truth, maybe I'll hold off on some spearmen. And just try to grab, because I have a feeling this army is mainly Rurari. What I'm not happy about is all of the missiles they have. But I can run the missiles down with some good cav if we have access to some cheap cav here. We do. I'm going to take a couple units of the Italian cav, couple of the hoplites, couple of the spears here, and I think that this should be sufficient to hold out, coupled with the garrison where we have a pike and a militia hoplite, some slingers, and then we have archers here. So this is a lot of talking, a lot of logistics from a strategy standpoint. I didn't really want to go overboard, because next turn we'll be able to get these boys in position. But at the same time, we don't really need an army down here in Syracuse, unless I wanted to backstab the Carthaginians, when realistically at some point I really want to get into Carthage. But right now Pyrrhus has got to stay in this neck of the woods to hold off against the Roman forces. But as soon as we've kind of finished off the Romans, you bet your bottom dollar Pyrrhus is going to come back to the Greek, the Hellen Peninsula, the Balkans, and start wreaking havoc on those tribes, those insolent tribes up north. Alrighty, good stuff. We got a big boy reward, which is huge. That is awesome for us, because that means we probably can hopefully put it to use. Okay, good. We don't have to secure any loyalties. That being said, let's still send our guys on a little embassy, little envoy. Let's go to Italy here, see what they have to do. The mission was great, says people have to worry so much about food now. Cool. Alrighty. Don't know what that even means, but we did it. So Yabusi here, might as well give him this mercenary hiring cost. We could secure his promotion for him, which would be nice. And I guess I should have married him off a long time ago. But speaking of marrying, let's go ahead and get a spouse for our youngest son. And then do we have any other people coming of age? No, but it's close. So many dead children. You hate to see it. You really do. What's our homie's wife look like? Is she chill or is she not so chill? Okay, indifferent defender. Okay, Hellenis. That's not good. But let's see if we have anything. It's difficult in the Roman, or not the Roman. It's difficult in factions It's difficult in factions like the Greeks where it's like, okay, well, I don't even know what's this girl's like Melite or Melite. Like, what does she do? You know what I'm saying? Like, which province does she count in? Does she count in the province of like her husband's army? I'm not sure. All right, let's go back down in here. Pyrrhus spears. That's basically just a Thurio spear, so nothing crazy. So no, we'll settle for one. We'll settle for the one Spartan hoplite. We'll go ahead and grab a veteran, basically the same unit here. The mercenary veteran is actually even a little better, but it's always nice to have some Spartans in the army. Get back up here. Let's round out this army's composition now. Or let's go Cav. We'll go with the Cav first. Yep, and then we'll might as well queue up the rest of the pike corps, which is 2 here. Decent amount of slingers. I want to have a lot of cavalry. Want to have a decent amount of slingers because with the Illyrians, I want to make sure we're outranging them. That's the biggest thing. And it looks like the same with the Odrysians. We want to make sure we're outranging them and outmaneuvering them. Okay. Alexander is doing his thing. The Romans are chilling. They're raiding right now. Okay. I don't really care about this army. It's a bunch of mercenaries. So close victory. Victory chance very high. We'll go ahead. We'll win this battle here. We will enslave the captives. Why? Because I want to. And then we'll move back to... We'll move back. Tell you the truth, I'm going to merge units here. Which will help save on upkeep. But it's, I don't want to disband them. Go ahead and grab some... Yeah, cultural conversion. We'll do all that jazz. Get these guys to stop raiding. Because raiding has a really big detriment on the... raiding has a huge detriment on the public order of our area. And we're going to go ahead and expand here. We need some food. This area is... Actually, to tell you the truth, we don't necessarily need food. Maybe we'll go with the gathering place. I'll make one of these a fish town. And then we will make... I know I just built the military wharf here in Neapolis. I could have built it here in Carolus to have a good base to attack down here. But now we're kind of running low on... we'll go ahead and drop some upgrades there. And we'll let the public order steady out a little bit. And then we will take Pyrrhus and get out of Dodge. And not even get out of Dodge, but just get him into a better... Actually, you know what? Looks like we can actually fully... I'm doing a lot of reneging here on the on what we're saying we're going to do, but we're just going to go ahead and bring Alexander's army up into Neapolis now. I can disband the army, and we should have plenty now of... We have a pretty steady income. Let's go ahead and make sure our spy is doing what she's supposed to be doing, discovering factions as best she can, see if there's any more trade partners, and just getting more general info on our coastline here. Let's see, do the Galatians want to trade with us? Nope. Okay. That's fine. Egypt, do we want to trade finally, please? Nope, they don't. Alright, as much as we don't like them. Okay, no, we're finding some people that... Man, we're going to go to war with the Odrysians soon anyways. I guess I could try to trade with them. Nope, okay. No, we are trading with everybody that we can. So I like that for us. I probably should be not building. I'm going to recruit with the little bit of money that we have. We're recruiting another spy. Let's go ahead and... man, why are all these other ones kind of shitty? Yeah, no, we're going to just go ahead and recruit our spy here. Why is that name so hard to pronounce? Etazeta? Etazeta. Okay, yeah. I guess we're just doing that now. And we're going to use her to kind of scout out the Odrysians, see where their strongholds are, see where their armies are, because we want to make sure that knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. If that's one thing that you guys can be left with, take that as a little quote from us. What happens? I'm just hypothetically what happens. Yeah, we're going to try to get these boys. We're going to try to get Pyrrhus over to Italy as fast as possible. Or not Italy, to Greece as fast as possible. Our boy Demianus can handle himself over here. I'm not worried about that. So we're going to go ahead and end the turn. We're right around the 20-minute mark. Probably try to end a couple more turns just to make sure we're getting sufficient action in this episode.
Our joint enemies would tremble if we
No, Macedonia. I do not want a alliance. But what I'm going to do next turn, actually, though, is I'm going to offer Macedonia the chance to become our client state.
My lord.
Cyrenaica wants a non-aggression pact, and that's just not happening because I will be taking their lands very soon. Okay, we got here. One of the nobles had a daughter who proved herself useful as a mediator between nobility and the common people. You could hire her as one of your advisors. However, there are those among the common have you ever stayed out of politics? What to do? +6 loyalty for all political parties. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm taking her. This character mission has ended. Okay, cool. Because I don't think... Why did I do that? I mean, I don't think that we're in that much danger. I don't need 6 more here. But, I don't need 6 more loyalty just yet. That would have been nice if we were on the edge, but I'm not on the edge. Let's talk to Macedon here. Macedon.
I am honored to receive.
Okay, you don't want to be a client state?
In honor, I cannot accept your terms.
I will be taking
They
your
are
lands then
well-intentioned.
soon. Okay, let's
Fall
go ahead,
far
get this
short of what my
army.
people need.
Let's get this army up as far north as possible, and then we'll recruit out the rest of the Pike Corps. Oh, we can keep recruiting. We can keep recruiting units. Interesting. Now I have to kind of think about which other, what other units we might want to use here, because we have plenty. We'll have a decent mobility advantage against the most likely any AI army that comes our way. But we might want a little bit more of a skirmisher component. We outrange them, so I'm thinking maybe some Thurio spears could be helpful, or better yet, I know you guys were talking about it in the chat. It's interesting in the comments, and I appreciate these comments. It's interesting to see. I mean, should I grab some elephants? Maybe some elephants for Yabusi. I mean, Yabusi, it's go big or go home with him. I want maybe like a pelt, because we're gonna face a bunch of peltas, so a peltas unit could be dope. But that's just irresponsibly it's like an irresponsible upkeep amount with those mercenary peltas. I wouldn't mind grabbing some mercenary Thracian warriors and stuff eventually, but for now, I guess we'll just we'll do some Thurio spears. Maybe we could use them to hold off any Thracian cavalry or Illyrian raider cavalry that comes our way. Those are always kind of annoying. Those are always pretty annoying units. Alrighty, so we're here. We have the grain pits. Let's go ahead and we'll just do what we were doing the last time. Plus 12% from... We'll build a water tank. We have a bunch of agricultural going here. Might as well try to really compound all of those upgrades. And then I do want to start building some libraries. The research rate helps. When those things start stacking, the research rate really starts to compound. And then that gives us a big advantage, whether it be, through military performance or building performance. All right, what do we got here? Who's got a... Okay, cool. Our general has... Alexander has Alexander has an ability for us to go ahead and start rolling through. And plus 1% influence per turn. I don't know if I need... Force concentration, I don't even know what that is, but force concentration loyalty, that's that kind of a cool perk to unlock. I think we're going to go ahead and go with the diplomat just to have... so that we have the easy access to +4 loyalty and +8 loyalty. We can pull those toggles. So we're going to do that. But then I do want to come back into to get this Paragon, because these general abilities seem pretty cool. What happens here as we move up? That's the authority tree. Giving us morale as well as giving us morale and other other nice benefits to keeping costs low. I do like that aspect. But let's go ahead, diplomat. And that will keep us on our toes. See if we can get these Romans out of the way. This is always a frustrating part of the game where it's like, okay, we can actually take them, and we're gonna take them out here. Want to get these guys off the battle map as soon as possible. Let's just get rid of we're fickle. We are a fickle people. Sometimes we're good, sometimes we're bad. Okay, and then who got an upgrade? Okay, cool. We have a military tradition, public order, charge bonus. We're going to go ahead and give the campaign range. I just think with what we're doing with Alexander's army, we need him to be pretty nimble. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Let me check to see if I can upgrade any more buildings of importance. Let's go back here. Let's make sure, especially since we pulled our guy away. Let's go and build that library like I was talking a big game. Might as well do it. Let's see. Cool. Let's try to get this army, the ugly mugs, the basileus, back there as soon as possible. We're gonna go ahead and hit the 30-minute mark, and then I'll call it. I know I'm kind of pushing you guys further and further out here, but hopefully you enjoy that. Again, the support has been amazing on the channel recently, and I really appreciate all the comments that people are dropping in. Again, always open to constructive criticism. What you like to see, what you don't like to see. If I'm making some
needs friends from time to time.
Sorry, Carthage. Let me know if there are things you'd like to see that we're doing right, wrong. I know I've made this claim before. You're not coming here for the most efficient campaign, but hopefully you're coming here to have a nice time, see an interesting little try to do a little historical role play with Pyrrhus. And I just finished up my reading on Pyrrhus, actually. I was reading a really good book, and his end was so fascinating. His whole attempt at taking Sparta, which we did and he didn't, and his kind of I'll use the word pussyfooting around there, and then losing his son. That whole tale is truly an epic piece, and how, you know, just as fast as every time he rose up, it seemed like he equally as fast went downhill in terms of losing the land he's held and all that stuff. So I found that really fascinating. And if you guys don't know, he died 272 in Argos. I think this neck of the woods of the Peloponnese, after, you know, campaigns in. I mean, he was in Asia Minor. He fighting at the Battle of Ipsus with some of the most famous of the successor kings. He fought down in the Peloponnese. He fought in Attica. He fought up in Macedonia. He fought in Illyria. He fought in Italy, and he fought in Sicily. All the things that all the areas we've kind of touched with him as well. So I really think we're holding true at the moment to his legacy. So we got to research some technology here. Probably wouldn't be the end of the world to start trying to get towards this royal barracks. That's the next kind of big piece for us. That being said, if there's some good, you know, we're also trying to make sure we're strengthening the economy as much as possible. We're going to go ahead and research. We just did legal institutions, so let's go ahead and work this way and try to get some academia pieces going. Because I haven't even looked, or not looked. I haven't even. I didn't necessarily intend for this to be a military victory campaign, but you know, it very well could be. I mean, these are all goals that we kind of want, and pretty. You know, we already have Italia, Magna Graecia is close. All we need to do is take Lilybaeum. Macedonia, we're about to embark on. Hellas, we have this technically. We just need to get the Knossos to be the Cretans to be our allies. And then that's to be a nice, fun excursion into Spain, without the S for how long it would take us to get over that way, but still. And then like I mentioned, we're gonna get down really, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna get back down into Egypt, and Pyrrhus was even down in Egypt at the court of Ptolemy. So what we are gonna do is we are going to secure the Balkans all the way up here, get rid of all these naysayers. See if we want to get involved in Asia Minor, maybe get rid of the Galatians with an army or so. Make up the historical fiction that, the Hellenistic kings have called us and they want to get rid of the Galatians. And then we also might send ourselves down into Egypt to impose our will, because Pyrrhus is a ruthless mother trucker. So that's that's probably an outlook about where this campaign is going to go in the future. But for now, let's go ahead and just build some buildings that I think are going to be good for us in the long run. I think those are nice. Those are the nice areas. I don't think we have any other population surpluses, nor did we have to build any armies. This are the Ver Labusi and Yabusi. There we are poised. I really want to wait to get Pyrrhus on the Balkan map, and then we'll start our war. And that's probably where I'll end our episode, is with you know what, actually maybe I'll put join war against Egypt. Not yet, Sparta. Not
Send your
yet.
soldiers.
There it is. They didn't ask. The Spartans didn't ask for us to join against the Nabateans, but they asked us to join a war in the Middle East nonetheless. Okay, they want us to research some siegecraft. I could care less about what they want there. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go back over to where the Illyrians are, kind of see what we're working with and what we have to fight against. Let's go ahead and take their food. Take some food from them. Come on, video game, cooperate. All right, that army is on the move. We have some pretty good income. We'll go ahead, upgrade the town settlement there. That's gonna do wonders for our food supply. Oh, look at, we even could upgrade. Let's go ahead. I actually want to upgrade the gymnasium here, so we're not gonna build anything just yet. Let's take these guys out of forced march. I probably could get rid of this general here, but we'll leave him there for now. He has a crap ton of zeal. Very interesting. Very interesting. Good to see. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure we're not missing out on our spy here. Let's go down into this neck of the woods. See how far. Ooh, the Nabateans have gotten really powerful. Oh man, Sparta. Who would have thought that me hoeing the Spartans about asking us to fight all those wars is actually going to come to fruition, because we're going to use them as our excuse to go down and justify all those wars. F it. Let's go ahead and build the food supply there. All right. Yeah, I'm going to end the episode when we land Pyrrhus back in the Balkans. The return home for him. That no place like home. Maybe one of those. Wouldn't be surprised if that's a Spider-Man title eventually. I know. Sadly, no. Hell no, Venetti. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Wrath of the Gods. Oh, that's not good. No way am I giving those guys. We got to secure their loyalty. Yep, got to do it. No way in hell are we going to give the Venetti a chance to have people walking through our lands. A beautiful young Hetairai priest has been stoned to death by local women jealous of her beauty and talent. Make offerings to Aphrodite. I think that's a good call. Tell you the truth, do nothing is probably the answer, as it is with most of these political events, but we're going to try. We're going to try it anyways. Man, you hate to see the Macedonians. Oh, they're not reeling. They're not reeling as much as we thought they were. Maybe I should give them a little bit more credit. Don't put the cart before the horse. But we have some more. We do have some more income here. Let's go through our provinces, see if there's any like level 1 buildings that we need to upgrade. I'm going to hold off on Athens, anywhere but Athens. Let's build that gymnasium. Yeah, let's go ahead and build the gymnasia. The harbor's always nice as well, but I'm torn between wanting to build a shipwright or a military wharf at Carolus. I do think just with the having that be a place where we could build up some navy stuff and move around is solid. The Carthaginians are taking back their homeland, but they're under some pretty heavy pressure from Cyrenaica, so that's going to be something to watch out for. Oh man, are we what type of building do I want to build here? Let's go ahead. We don't have a mine. Let's go. We don't have that much agriculture either here. So I don't think it matters. I really don't think it matters what we build. Let's go ahead and just build a jeweler. It'd be kind of fun. Be kind of fun to have a jeweler there. Okay, let's end this turn. Then one more turn and we should be good. Sorry that we didn't have a big battle in this. This has been much more of a strategic setup, and sometimes you need those. Sometimes you need those episodes to kind of bridge. Join war. Hey, not yet. Sparta, soon. I swear to God, soon. Soon we will fight the Egyptians, but not yet. We need Pyrrhus. We need we need everybody that we can to commit to the Balkans, and then we'll go down into Egypt, and then I'll send Pyrrhus down into Egypt. Oh my God, how Aphrodite was pleased. She decided not to punish you for your failures. Cool. Alrighty, cool. Rome has been destroyed. Wow. R.I.P. real ones. Pour one out for Rome. Pour one out for Rome. What is this? War declared? Okay, Bithynia might die, which would suck because we're losing trade partners like they're... I don't even know what to compare it to, but we are losing a bunch of trade partners. Alrighty, we are ready. We are getting ready to march our Yabusi and Pyrrhus, the crossover you didn't know you needed, but you got it anyways. Who would have thought? You did, because I've said it probably a million times. So not the biggest shocker in the world. Let's see. Do we want to any buildings here? Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade the pit mine. Man, this has been staring at me for so long. Might as well. I'll just build that there, and let's build the gymnasia as well while we have the funds. But Alexander's chilling. The province of Italy is doing well. I might bring him. I should bring him back down. Do we get anything interesting here? No. We're gonna go ahead and give him the Paragon piece, and so now hopefully going forward we can. Now going forward, hopefully we can have some better, or not better, we can have some real serious traits for him. But we're going to drag his booty back down into, we're going to drag him back down into Syracuse. That'll help with the public order in this province and be an easy jump-off point, because Alexander will be the one that goes ahead and starts taking back some of the land in Africa and Sicily. Alrighty, guys, though, I'm going to end the turn here. We have our boys in position. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit me in the comments below with anything you think is interesting in the ancient world. Maybe something along the lines of your favorite quote. I've used a couple quotes in this episode, but Sparta looks like they might be ready to join up with us up north. We're not going to go ahead with the aggression pact. We're going to let the turn run all the way through. We're going to end the episode so that next time we pick up, we will be, let's go ahead and hire some bodyguards. Looks like, yes, perfect. Pyrrhus could come to the, so there's a couple things we could do here. There's Game of Thrones, and you'll just have to wait till the next episode to see what we do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Most importantly, though, stay wise.